Good morning, Walt.
Hey, Bob. I'm here to see what you guys have been up to.
We have been busy. Let me take you first into the new office area, and I'm sure everyone will notice it's quite different. If you pan a little here in front of the office area, we now have an area where visitors and other people can come in and do their business at the transaction counter with Jerry or Carla, and wait and not be in the way like it was before. And the entrance to the office area is here, and as you'll see, there's a new partition. And on that partition, eventually we will have about a 1-foot glass partition that will go around. That'll look quite wonderful. And as you can see in here, we have a setup for 3 people, all workstation furniture that was kindly donated to the station. And behind me you'll see our new air conditioning and heating system, which is throughout the entire station. And the one thing we wanted to do is keep the charm of the Blacksmith Shop. And as you can see, as you pan around, the stone walls are much more exposed than they were before, as well as the wood beams. So while we've modernized some things, we feel we've kept the charm of the old Blacksmith Shop.
Charlie Loughery, you're here.
How you doing, Walt?
Good. And you've been pretty busy too.
Not as busy as Bob, but busy nonetheless.
This has been 2 years.
And by the way, other people have had their hands in this too. Bob Wicks had his hand in this, and Gene, of course, had a big hand in this. So there's been quite a few folks had their hands in this. But this, you can see, this is the area we used to gather in. It will be that again. Wall was built there, filing cabinets back in there. All the filing cabinets used to be against the wall are now back in there, out of the way. You can hang your coat up back there. This old production room, which I'm going to show you, and Gene's working in here, so you get to see Gene. This is what Gene does when you often don't see him. Is now a data room, and Gene's doing his duty here to keep the station on the air and the overnight computer programming and make sure everything's going good, which is pretty much getting to be a full-time job. Everything that was up in Studio A in that rack that used to be in the back corner was moved and relocated to these new equipment racks down here. So anything that has to do with the sound in the station goes through this room. The outputs from both Studio A and Studio B come to this room. All the telephone circuits go through this room. All the internet stuff goes through this room. That's why we call it the data center or data room. So that really kind of is the heartbeat of the station. So that's why we created this nice room. It's climate controlled. It's got, the door will be closed most of the time, dust control, and just try to keep the dust down in here. That's always a problem. Then we go upstairs, you'll see the steps were redone. A wall was put on both sides and handrails on both sides. And as we come up here, again, you'll see all the wiring that used to